called grandmother. We started and we discuss about the picture which are on the slide. Here you are watching one old woman is there and one boy is there. So this picture suggests that they are grandmother and grandson. And this picture also suggests us that they are loving each other very much because these two, the grandmother and the grandson, both look happy. So both are happy here. That's why from this picture we can easily understand that they are loving each other very much. And this thing last day we discussed. And another thing, as last day we studied that this grandmother as a poem is written by American Indian poet and novelist Rai Young Beer, or the poet of this poem is Rai Young Beer, who is one of the American Indian poet, who is one of the aboriginal American poet, and this American poet has written this poem called Grandmother. The poem shows eternal love towards grandmother and cultural identity crisis of the people belonging to the Meskwiki tribes. So as last day we talked, this is the poem in which the poet talks about love and affection. That's why this poem shows eternal love between grandmother and grandson. Not only that, the poet also talks about cultural identity. Even in America, there are some tribe, there are some caste, there are some creed which are not realizing their identity. So in this poem, the poet has also talked about identity of the people belonging to Meskwiki tribe. And Meskwiki tribe, that is also sometimes spelled as Meskwaki. So this Meskwiki tribe is one of the Native American people, or Native American tribe is Meskwiki tribe. And this tribe is also sometimes said as Fox tribe by Westerner. So in the poem, two things are talked. One thing that is love between grandmother and grandson, and another thing, cultural identity of the Meskwiki people. So all these things last day we discussed. And at the same time, last day we also discussed that the poet of this poem is Rai Young Beer. So this Rai Young Beer, who is one of the American Indian poet who was born in 1950. In 1950, who was born in Meskwiki tribe and settled down in Loa City. He graduated high school in 1969, the year he began publishing poetry, or whenever he was in his school life. Even from that time, this poet, Rai Young, starts writing poetry or starts writing poem. So he is one of the great poets in America and attended college from 1969 to 1971. So from 1969 to 1971, he was at his college, and he completed his college level, and he also attended the University of Loa, where he did master degree, and that is in Northern Loa University State, that is one of the state university. So about all these things, about the poet and the background of the poem, last day we have already discussed. And here, even as we have talked last day, here we see one picture is there, and in the picture you can see one lady is there, and this lady is one of the old lady. This old lady looks like a farming family, or the lady belongs in the farmer family because of because we can see her experience, her appearance, and her activities shows that this lady is from farmer family. So in the poem we will study, physically grandmother is no more with her grandson. It means she has already died. The grandmother has already died, but the grandson can realize, the grandson can recognize her, the grandson can recognize her from her shape, from her purple colored scarf, from her plastic shopping bag. So whenever the speaker of the poem, whenever the speaker of the poem sees any woman who is wearing purple colored scarf, who is carrying plastic shopping bag, then he can, or the speaker can realize that that woman, that lady is no one, but that lady is his grandmother, because there is too intimacy between grandson and grandmother is there. So physically the grandmother is not there, but mentally that grandmother is always in the mind of the speaker, in the mind of the poet. That's why this grandson or the poet says that he can realize, he can recognize, he can know the woman who is very very far away, that he can understand that that lady who is his grandmother. The poet draws a picture of his grandmother who is all loving and inspiring to the grandson. Let's see. So this grandmother, this woman who is very very loving, who is very very inspiring, it means this grandmother is source of inspiration, this grandmother is source of love, this grandmother is source of affection. It means that this grandmother is everything for the grandson. This grandmother is everything for the poet. That's why he has said that grandmother is all loving and inspiring for the poet. So even this thing last day we talked. Now we are going to talk about poem in little bit detail. So try to understand it. In the poem, the poet has tried to show his intimate relation with his grandmother. As just we have talked, the poet has tried to show his intimate relation, very, very close relation, very, very near relation with his grandmother. As even in the slide, in the picture, you can see one old lady is there, and this old lady is carrying a baby. So this also shows that there is a great intimacy. Even the baby which you are seeing on the slide, that baby looks very happy. And not only the baby is happy, but even grandmother or this lady is also happy. So even from this picture, from this slide, we can understand that there is a great intimacy between grandson and grandmother. So that thing is shown in the poem. So affection that he showed towards him in his childhood. So whenever the poet is a child, at that time there was a great attachment, there was a great relationship, they love each other very much. So it is always, she is no more here, still imprinted on his mind and heart. It means the speaker's mother, basically grandmother, had died. The grandmother had already died, but her picture, her voice, her activities, her suggestion, that everything this old lady, the grandmother, used to do, that is still in the mind of the speaker, in the mind of the poet. Whatever activities, whatever action, whatever speech the grandmother used to tell her, tell him that is still in the mind of the speaker. That's why this poem shows affection towards grandmother, love towards grandmother, and this is one of the respect, this is one of the tribute to the grandmother as well. So all these things shows that this grandson is very happy whenever sees what he is with her, with his grandmother. And at the same time, to depict the closeness of their relationship, as just we have talked, this poem shows the close interrelationship or the close relation between grandson and the grandmother. That's why to depict or to present the closeness of their love and their affection or the relation, the poet has successfully utilized two new things. Here in the poem, you will see the poet has used conditional sentence. The poet has used conditional sentence in the poem. And at the same time, the poet has also used sensuous image. So two things are used by the poet. Here, one thing, the poet has used conditional sentence, and I hope you know what conditional sentence is, because in grammar, as you have studied, that conditional sentence shows condition where two parts are there, and so by the use of conditional sentence, the poet has expressed something, and another thing, the poet has used image, and image denotes the picture or the image related to sense organ. We have 5 sense organ, and the word related to our sense organ, the poet has used in the poem. As for example, you can see you here shape as a word is used, that is highlighted, that is in bold. So shape denotes the size, and which is related to our eyes. Even purple colored scarf, that is related to color, that is related to our eyes. Shopping bag, so all these things are the image, all these things are image related to our sense organ. So by the use of sensuous image and by the use of conditional sentence, the poet expresses his love towards his grandmother. So now let's talk about the poem. Now we are going to study the poem which is given in your book. So even in the book, you can see poem is there. In page number 11 of your book, you can see the poem, and the same poem I have also presented here on the slide. So on the one side, you can see the picture of the boy is there, and this boy is grandson, and on the other side you can see the old lady is there, and this old lady who is the grandmother. So as just we discussed, this poem shows love and affection towards grandmother. So how the poet expresses his love, how the poet expresses his affection, how the poet or the grandson is very near with his grandmother, that all things we are going to study. So let's see how this boy or how this grandson is saying about his grandmother. So let's see what is the first line of this poem. So if I were to see her, say, from a mile away. So this speaker, this poet says that even if the speaker is a mile away or very far from, and even from very far from, if he sees the shape of a woman, if he see the size of the woman, then I would know so quickly that it would be her. So in a very interesting way, the poet, what the poet or the speaker says, that he can recognize, he can understand he can realize that I would know so quickly that it would be her. Or if that woman is very, very far from the speaker, and then this speaker can understand, this speaker can know that that woman is no one but that woman is his grandmother. Because as you can see, as the speaker has said, that he can realize, he can understand very easily that that woman is no one but that woman is his grandmother. Because of her shape and size is also one of the aspect, one of the identity, one of the aspect of understanding the grandmother. Further, the poet says, not only from her shape, but also from the purple color scarf. So her grandmother used to put on purple colored scarf. So whenever this Meskwiki woman put on purple scarf, it means purple scarf is one of the identity of Meskwiki people. As you can know that even in our community, in basically in plain area, in Madhes area, you can see whenever any man is wearing dhoti and kurta, then from very, very far away, you can understand that that person is no one, but that person is one of the Madhesi people. Just like this image, even this poet, even this speaker says that by seeing the purple colored star, he can understand that that woman is no one, but that woman is his grandmother. Further, again, this speaker says not only purple scarf and plastic soaping bag. It means his grandmother used to put on purple scarf and used to carry a plastic soaping bag. So by seeing the plastic soaping bag, which is put on by the woman, then he can easily understand that woman is no one, but that woman is his grandmother. because because of her shape, because of her size, because of a scarf, and because of plastic soaping bag. These are the picture of Meskwiki woman. As just I have said you, whenever any man is putting on dhoti and kurta and one gamcha is there, then you can easily understand this person is no one, but this person is one of the Madhese people. So just like this Madhese people, even the speaker thinks that if anyone is putting on purple colored scarf, if any woman that is carrying a plastic soaping bag, and if her size is moderate size or medium size, then he can realize that that woman is his grandmother. Again, further says, if I felt hands on my head, I would know that those were the hands warm and damp with the smell of roots. So further, the speaker says, so if that woman, if that woman put her hand on his hand, or if her hand is kept on the head of the speaker, then again he can understand. If even at the situation when a speaker eyes are closed, and even at the time whenever a speaker eyes are closed, and in such situation, if the hand of her grandmother is kept, and from such hand the smell of root is coming, such hand is warm, such hand is damp, it means, I think you know, damp means, damp denotes wet. So if the hand is wet, if the hand, from the hand the smell of a root is coming, then he can understand that that woman or that hand is the hand of his grandmother. Because from from his grandmother the smell of a root comes. And I hope you know root means. So root denotes the root of any plants, the root denotes any root of plants or any crops, it means, or this root denotes that her grandmother or the grandmother who is described in the poem, that is from farmer family, or he is one of the farmer. He used to work, or she used to work in the field, she used to work in the farm. That's why from her hand the smell of root is coming. So from a smell of root, from the hand, from the plastic shopping bag, from the purple scarf, and from shape and size, the speaker says that he can easily understand that woman is no one but. And further it is said, if I heard a voice, now the speaker is talking about voice or a speech of her grandmother. So if I heard a voice coming from a rock, so even if anyone, if the person speaks, then he can make differences, either the voice or the speech of her, of his grandmother or not. So he can understand from the speech, even at the dark night, even whenever empty space is there, and if sound is played, if sound comes, then he can also understand that sound is the sound of his grandmother. Because here, as the speaker says, if I heard a voice coming from a rock, so even the voice is from a rock or the voice is from anywhere, that is no matter. Matter is that he can understand this voice is the voice of her, his grandmother. A rock I would know, and her words would flow inside me. Let's see another important thing the poet is talking here. So the speech of, the sound of the grandmother or the words of grandmother always inciting or following inside me. It means whatever speech, whatever word, whatever activities, whatever action is done by or were done by the grandmother, that is always in the mind of the speaker, that is always inside the speaker's mind, that is always following, that is always moving in the blood of the speaker. That's why he can say, he can realize, he can understand, he can recognize that that woman is no one but that woman is his grandmother. So her voice, her words would follow inside me like the light of someone. So let's see the grandmother speech, grandmother words, grandmother suggestion, grandmother mother action and activities. These are light for the speaker. These are guideline for the speaker. These are guidelines for the poet. That's why the speaker or the poet is saying that he is moving his or he is in his journey, and in his journey whenever any problem comes, whenever any difficulty comes, then whatever suggestion is given by his grandmother, that works like a guideline, and with that guideline he is moving ahead. So like the light of someone steering ashes from a sleeping fire at night. So even whenever we are sleeping at night, then sometime we see some dream, and even in the dream, even in the dream he sees the dream of his grandmother, or grandmother used to come in the mind of the speaker, and this grandmother is always inspiring him, the grandmother is always helping him, the grandmother is always guiding him. So in this way the poet has talked that the grandmother is everything for him. Grandmother is source of inspiration, grandmother is source of love, grandmother is source of affection, grandmother is everything for the poet. In this way the poet has talked about his grandmother, and he has talked about his grandmother and how she used to love him, how she used to support him, how he what she used to help him. That all things the poet has talked in the poem. So, in short, as we have even talked that the poet is talking about two things. One thing is love towards grandmother, and another thing is identity of Meskwiki tribe. So here, identity of Meskwiki tribe is also presented here. As I have said you that this purple scarf, plastic shopping bag, the smell of road, that all these things shows the identity of Meskwiki people. As I have given you example of Madhese people, whenever Madhese people is there, dhoti is there, kurta is there, gamcha is there. So dhoti, kurta, and gamcha, that is the identity of Madhese people. Just like this Madhese people, identity of Meskwike people is purple color scarf, plastic shopping bag, from the hands, the smell of root. So these are identity of Meskwike tribes. So, or in this way, the poet has talked about two things. One thing, love towards grandmother, or the great intimacy between grandson and grandmother, and another thing is about identity of Meskwiki people. So these are the things talked in the poem. So now you can ask me question. If you have any query, then you can ask me. Okay. Have you understood?
स्टेरिंग एसेस को मतलब क्या हुआ?
ये बनिया?
स्टेरिंग एसेस
ये बनिया आवाज सुनिए ना?
स्टेरिंग एसेस था नहीं?
Okay, okay. Steering ashes from a sleeping fire at night, moving ashes as I have just said you, that in the last of the poem, the poet had said her words would follow inside me like the light. So whatever action, whatever activities, whatever speech was said by grandmother, that is light for him, and that is moving inside the mind of the speaker, and that is moving in the form of assets in the, as I think you know, S means S भन्नाले बुझ्छौ, एसएस भन्नाले खरानी पनि हुन्छन्। त जसरी खरानीलाई तिमी त्यो हावामा हाल्दियो भने बग्दै जान्छन्, त्यस्तै उहाँले उहाँको शब्द, उहाँको स्पीच, उहाँको एक्सन एक्टिभिटी सबै कुरा कहाँ बगिरहेछन् त? मेरो दिमागमा बगिरहेछन्। म त्यो सुतिराखेको बेलामा पनि बगिराखेका हुन्छन्, म बिउजेको बेलामा पनि उहाँको आवाज नै म सुनिराखेका हुन्छन्, उहाँको सजेसन नै मेरो माइन्डमा स्टियर गरिराखेका हुन्छन्। उहाँले गर्नुभएको एक्टिभिटी, उहाँले भन्नुभएको, उहाँले दिनुभएको गाइडेन्स, सजेसन सबै कुरा मेरो माइन्डमा स्टियरिङ भइरहेका हुन्छन्। जसरी एसे चाहिँ स्टियर हुन्छन्, फलो हुन्छन्, यसरी उहाँको सजेसन, उहाँको एक्टिभिटी, उहाँको स्पीचहरू मेरो दिमागमा आइराखेका हुन्छन्। जति बेला म सुतेको हुन्छु त्यति बेला पनि, जति बेला म बिउजेको हुन्छु त्यति बेला पनि। ओके, any other question?
No sir.
Anyone?
Sir, mile away. Sir, second line.
Mile away भन्नाले धेरै टाढा। यहाँ भन्दै छ कि मेरो ग्रान्डमदर म भन्दा धेरै टाढा भए पनि म उहाँको शेप हेरेर, म उहाँको साइज हेरेर म चिन्न सक्छु, म भन्न सक्छु कि त्यो महिला अर्को कोही हैनन्, त्यो महिला त मेरै ग्रान्डमदर हो। किन मेरै ग्रान्डमदर हो? किनकि त्यो महिलाले लगाएको स्कार्फ पर्पल कलरको हो, त्यो महिलाले चाहिँ बोकेको ब्याग प्लास्टिकको ब्याग हो। ती भएर म धेरै टाढाबाट पनि चिन्न सक्छु, भन्न सक्छु कि त्यो महिला अरु कुनै अर्को महिला हैनन्, त्यो महिला मेरै ग्रान्डमदर हो। जसरी मैले इक्जाम्पल तिमीलाई दिए कि कुनै मान्छे धेरै टाढामा गइरहेछन्, धोती लगाको, कुर्ता लगाको, गम्छा लगाको भने तिमी के आकलन गर्न सक्छौ, तिमी के बुझ्न सक्छौ त्यो पुरुष को हो भनेर? व्हाट क्यान यु से? मधेसी पिपल। कि तिमी भन्छौ यो युरोपियन होला, अमेरिकन होला? हैन। तिमी भन्न सक्छौ यो चाहिँ पहाडे पिपल होला? हैन। इट मीन्स these are dhoti, kurta and gamsa is the identity of Madhesi people. Just like that in the poem, purple scarf, plastic shopping bag and the smell of root from the hand, that is or these are the identity of Meskwiki people. Okay?
Yes, sir.
अरु केही? आकाशलाई केही सोध्नु छ?
No, sir.
Okay. Yuvraj Shah.
No,
Yuvraj
sir.
has any question? Anything to ask?
No, sir.
Kehi छ?
China, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So this is the poem and I hope you have fully understood. And now we have less than 1 minute. We are going to be disconnected very soon. So what I suggest you that in this poem even some questions are given here, and so I suggest you to do the exercise yourself at your home. This is homework to you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you for today.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow we will talk further.
Sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Bye.